Hey guys, hope you had a good week trading. It was a pretty good week for me. Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trade worked out really well this week, so I've updated the review and you can find that in the description below. Before we get started onto this last week's trade, I wanted to talk a little bit about Jeff Williams' Ape Hunter webinar that's coming up. So Jeff works with Jeff Bishop, and the webinar is on Thursday, November 10th. They're talking about a huge short squeeze setup that is apparently setting up really nicely. Something to do with Wall Street Bet, something to do, I guess, with the Ape Hunter name. And so I think this is going to be really good. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go and attend and check it out. It should be pretty interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at this week's Bullseye Trades idea that happened on October 31st. So this is inside my Raging Bull dashboard. It was TTD. And so for some reason he started putting the contracts at the top now, which is interesting. Little change to the style. So these were the contracts, November 18th, 55 puts, near $5. So he was betting against stocks, and it looks like he was right. The market went down, or at least TTD, easy for me to say, went down all week. So let's go down here. So the stock had great earnings last quarter, but it's been under constant pressure since then. There's a common theme with tech stocks that rely on advertising as their primary revenue stream, and a majority of them have been punished lately. TTD has earnings coming on November 9th, so beware that if you decide to trade it. I typically like to be out of my trades prior to earnings. Yeah, so earnings aren't until like the middle of next week. The trade checks a lot of boxes for me. It's under the midpoint of the Keltner channel. It's under both the 200 and 5-day moving averages. So these are the things that he usually uses in the Bullseye trades, along with sort of technical, fundamental kind of where's the market going to go kind of idea as well. So let's take a look at the stock, the underlying stock, TTD. So we go over here. Alright, so this is Monday back here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And so Jeff was right, this stock made a really nice consistent move all the way down to lows of 44.69 and the highs were 56, so a really nice move on the underlying stock. I know a lot of people waited until here to get in, which was great. A lot of people got some really good timing on this. Unfortunately I slept in that morning, and by the time I was like up and at my computer, it was away down here somewhere. So I was really late, and I was like, you know what, I'll hold off, maybe we get a bit of a rally. We never did, and I never got filled, so that was unfortunate. I know a lot of people were just taking this move from here to here, or even from here to here the next day. But really, with FOMC in the middle of this, it was difficult to really have that conviction to hold stocks. So FOMC happened here, and it had this big rally. Of course, you never know whether it's really going to rally and just continue up, or if it's going to sell off like it did in this case. So holding through this event would have been a little bit difficult, but I know a lot of people did, and they got rewarded nicely for it with 100% win or so on the puts on TTD. So like always, let's have a look and see what some people were saying. I'm sure a lot of people missed this. A lot of people probably got it too up at the top, which is pretty awesome. Let's have a look. So come down here. So this guy, first time, got in, got out without much luck, but tried the idea again, in at 640. Wow, that's high. People were getting this in the 4s, out at 11 though. I mean, that's pretty nice. So this thing went from the 4s to 11 yesterday. That's pretty amazing. So it's cool because Jeff does actually comment in the sort of comments below his article. 5.10 on Tuesday, out at Friday at 9.80. These guys are playing this so well. I'm jealous. 50% overnight for Jeffrey. That's great. That's really good. Yeah, so fantastic. Another really nice winner. If you look back through the track record in my article, you can see that this is more of the norm, really. So I put everything in here. Let's see where the start is. Got all my videos and things all the way back up here. Come on, there we go. So for the whole of 2022, I've put the track record, and I'm really excited about this because nobody does this, right? Nobody actually takes every single trade in the service and publishes it with full transparency so that people don't just have to take your word for it, they can actually go and look it up and see what actually happened and whether they think they would have been able to play it that way, or whether, you know, the person reporting the trade is really telling the truth or not. So you can go and look at all these contracts, and you can see the track record is amazing. You have to time your entries a little bit, so you got to be a little bit careful. And the key thing though is don't be put off by like this. So last week there was a 50% loss on Tesla, but the people that decided to sit out and think, oh, this is a scam, this doesn't work, immediately missed out on this one. And they've likely missed out on the bigger ones, like the one the week before, a couple of weeks before, 200% in a couple of days. So I think it's really important to not to be put off by the occasional loss. There aren't that many losing trades in Bullseye. So you can see all the green here, all of these. And occasionally you'll get like a 50% loss. You don't have to take a 50% loss. You could set your loss to 30%. I know a few people that do that, or whatever you're comfortable with. But the vast majority of these are large winners. And there's no hiding this. There's no like pretending that they're winners and they're not. You can go through every trade. So just go and visit this article and check out Bullseye Trades Review. I'll talk to you guys soon.